As of the 19th of May, Pop Mart UK has suspended all in-store sales of Labubu plush toys across the country. That includes regular stores, pop-up locations, and even robo-shops, without any further notice of when they will return. Honestly, this is quite heartbreaking to hear, as I know so many people, even maybe you guys watching right now, still haven't had the chance to get your hands on a Labubu. But why is this happening? The official response from Pop Mart is this.
Due to the increasing demand for our beloved Labubus, we've seen a significant rise in customer turnout on restock days, with long queues forming outside our stores and robo-shops. To ensure the safety and comfort of everyone, we will temporarily pause all in-store and robo-shop sales of the Monster plush toy until further notice. Please stay tuned to our social media and Discord for updates on upcoming releases. Online drops will continue as usual, so keep an eye out for our announcements.
But we know this is not at all the full picture. To understand why Pop Mart banned the sale of Labubu, we'll have to dig a little deeper into knowing how Labubu first rose to fame in the UK. Towards the end of last year, Pop Mart and its best-selling character Labubu started to gain serious traction in the UK when Lisa, one of the most famous K-pop idols, made a video showcasing her interest and love for Pop Mart collectibles. Like many others, that was around the time that I started to notice Pop Mart and Labubus. Not long after, more celebrities and influencers began jumping on the Labubu trend, wearing them on their bags, on their outfits, and posting unboxing content, which naturally fueled its viral growth. As a result, the interest for Labubus exploded, with pop-up shops coming up everywhere and permanent stores just springing up all over the UK. However, it seems like Pop Mart didn't anticipate just how intense the Labubu craze would get. Like other countries, Pop Mart's supply has always struggled to keep up with the demand of Labubus. In my local stores, restocks would come maybe every 1 to 2 weeks, but even then, Labubus would sell out within 2 to 3 days after the restock. After the Big Into Energy release, things just got way worse. Queues for Labubu restocks start to look like mini grand openings. Personally, I have never queued up for a restock, but I have been to multiple grand openings, so I can just imagine how overwhelming it must be, both for Pop Mart and for the local businesses around the store. So, to ensure customer safety and also to avoid potential legal issues, Pop Mart may have had no choice but to suspend all Labubu in-store sales. I mean, at least for now. Here's something interesting. Before the ban, I noticed that certain Labubu series will always be in stock, like the Coca-Cola Labubu. But then other series like Have a Seat or the Macaron series will sell out within a couple of days of being restocked. So we know the demand for Coca-Cola isn't as crazy, and if this was about crowd control, why not just pause the V3 restock and other high demand sets? Also, let's be honest, Pop Mart has been in the business for a long time now, and knowing the sheer scale of Chinese manufacturing, there's simply no way that the constant shortage of supply is unintentional. So, could this perhaps be a marketing stunt? The most probable reason behind the Labubu suspension is likely something else. Something that you may have seen on the news. On the same day before the termination was announced, Pop Mart fans queued up patiently in the typical fashion for a Labubu restock at London's Westfield Stratford Pop Mart. But what started as an ordinary restock quickly turned into chaos. A group of what people suspected to be resellers turned up, cutting the queue and forcing their way into Pop Mart, throwing money at the staff at Pop Mart, demanding to get every Labubu. And a fight ended up breaking out because of this. And Pop Mart staff, most likely confused or intimidated, continued to serve and sell Labubus to these aggressive buyers. In the end, police did come and interfere, and the store was closed down immediately. But many fans who'd queued up since the early morning missed their chance to get a Labubu. Even though, thankfully, nobody was severely injured, there's no doubt that Pop Mart seriously needs to rethink how they will go forward with selling Labubus, as well as crowd control at their physical locations, especially in London, as people seem to be quite unhinged. But moving everything online isn't exactly fair either, especially for regular fans who just want to buy a Labubu for themselves. Because we all know how quickly limited stock can be snatched up by bots and resellers. Well, really the most effective solution would just be to increase supply. Then everything would always be in stock in store. So what do you think Pop Mart should do about this? And do you think they made the right decision by suspending all Labubu sales? I honestly feel really lucky because I've been able to get my hands on all the Labubus that I've wanted, and I've even been to multiple stores in the UK. So I don't really feel that same FOMO anymore. This isn't the end of my Pop Mart series though. In fact, I even have plans of going to Pop Marts in other countries. Oh my god, other countries. That's right, and you'll all see that right here when it happens. But moving forward, I want to start making things that are a little bit more creative and personal. Art and design has always been a dream and passion of mine ever since I was little, and I want to share that journey here with you guys in, a still similar adventure style to my current videos. Thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!